Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I've got some live smurfing commentary for you guys. We're going to be playing KHA'ZIX in a bronze 1 to silver 4 game. These are two team comps: Nasus, KHA'ZIX, Twisted Fate, Samira, Sonar versus Kennen, Rammus, Yasuo, Lucian, and Nico. I'm playing KHA'ZIX. Runes are in the bottom left of the screen: Electrocute, Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collection, Ravenous Hunter, Absolute Focus, and Gathering Storm. I took Double Adaptive and Armor as well. Now I'm going to be starting on my red side. Obviously KHA'ZIX not too great at clearing from red side, but I'm considering going for a 3 camp invade. So because this is low elo, I can just literally walk up to this bush so I can get a ward. I'm going to start recalling here. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to place my ward into this bush just before I recall. This will spot out the Rammus, of course. Now I am playing on one of my buddy's accounts. He's complaining that every single game his team is the reason why he's losing, so I'm gonna try and prove him wrong by playing a game. I'm gonna start over here on the red side. And for some reason my Nasus went and watered the red buff even though I had all the information necessary, but I mean, it's okay. So I'm just going to hit the buff and I'm going to kite it out here. Swan Q, take a point in W, and what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to hit the raptors with my W, and that's going to give me healing from my jungle item. I'm going to head on over to here. I'm assuming that because it's low elo, this Rammus is going to go for a full clear. So I'm going to clear upwards as well. I'm going to drink my health potion here because I do have absolute focus. So I'm going to be gaining 2 extra AD at this point if I'm above 70% health. And I'm just going to finish off the buff. I'm not going to use my smite on the Grump because it's obviously just going to heal me anyways. And I want to save the smite to steal the enemy Rammus's red buff. Cute. And I'm just going to let it die to the talisman ban. Now I'm just going to check both lane states. Looks like there's not much heavy trading going on in the mid lane and neither in the top lane. Now because of that, Nasus's late ward onto the red, it's actually very good for us. We're going to be able to just chill here. Probably just going to take the red buff just because we can. We're going to drink the potion up here first, and it looks like Rammus is actually very low here. So I'm just going to auto Q W. I'm going to keep hitting the Rammus. I'm going to smite the red buff from him. If he flashes, I do have 8. I should be able to kill him there. Very nice. It was a bit of an awkward combo there, but I do end up killing him. And this Kennen looks like he's rotating, so I'm going to try and spot him out too. Now I did say flash, and there's no problem that the Kennen misses out on a bit of XP. So we get first blood onto the enemy Rammus, or not first blood, but I did kill the enemy Rammus. I'm gonna just take this crab. The smite changes are really good for KHA'ZIX. Now, I'm just gonna go for a gank onto this Yasuo. Just gonna hit him with my W, and he does tick down by the Twisted Fate's Ignite, so I'm 101 at 3 minutes with 20 CS. And we're gonna go down into the bot river. Now their bot lane is missing, so I'm unfortunately not going to be able to chase the Rammus because obviously their bot lane is going to come out of spawn and come straight here. So I'm just going to take my raptors so I can level up the camp. And he's going to be going back to his wolves. What I want to do here is I'm just going to reset immediately. And I'm going to path straight from spawn to his Krugs, because he's going to go and do with his Krugs, of course. He didn't buy any extra items, so we should be set to do that. And we're just going to jump out of spawn and run straight on over to his Krugs. Now, the reason I know that is because he did start blue side. He went straight for crab. He's going to go Gromp to wolves because he's doing a full clear pathing this game. He should be about on his raptors right now if he's somewhat efficient. And obviously because he's low elo, he's going to go for the full clear. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to find him over here. mid clear, and he doesn't have flash, so... Oh, looks like he actually already took his Krugs. Was I just not paying attention to the map? Okay, he is on his Raptors then instead. Just gonna auto attack like this. Keep auto attacking him. And there we go. Spotted on his Raptors. We end up killing him again. We are now 2-0 in the jungle. Just gonna try and get a bit of damage onto the Yasuo if possible. He does burn flash and he should be dead there. Very, very nice indeed. Now because we're low, I think the best option we have here is to just recall. The cannon is also missing from the top lane, so we gotta watch out for that. I'm gonna take 2 long swords. And we're gonna clear, full clear. Actually no. I think it's better for us to go to his Gromp, because we are much ahead of him in terms of items. We can also get some vision onto his buff. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Maybe we're going to go through bot as well. Looks like there's a little bit of a fight going on bot. My Twist of Fate to use his ultimate as well. So I'm going to try and get into this fight if possible. Maybe I'll be able to pick some free kills up. Now, I do believe this is the real Nico. And there we go. I do get a kill onto the Nico. I think the cannon's already dead. There's no point in wasting time for that. And looks like the Rammus is also shown up here as well. Now what I want to do, I want to cheese him. He's 35 farm. Looks like he's just showed up here instead. And my Samira is moving over as well. And he is a bit tanky because of his Balmy Cinder. So unfortunately we don't get the kill, but I do get his blue buff here. And he has to back unless he agrees to come get this blue buff. There we go, we've taken that off him. This is the Nico, of course. We're just gonna run away. I don't think we're gonna be able to kill him. And actually we're just gonna go straight for the Ocean Dragon. Because I have enough damage to take this in just a few seconds. It won't be too bad. And we're just gonna hop over the wall, take the red buff, unless there is an opportunity mid. Smite that, get level 6, we're going to put a point into Q. And I think we should actually be able to help out our mid laner here. He does get ulted by the Yasuo. Very, very unfortunate. I'm going to walk into lane. And he actually does hit me with that. I think we don't actually beat him 1v1 at this point in the game. Instead of going to default for our red buff, we're actually going to go to our blue buff, and then we're going to invade for his red. Gonna hop over this wall here. It looks like finally he's learnt to invade. I should be fine to just get out of here because Yasuo does not have ignite. So we are fine. We live. Obviously we don't have flash as well. If I had flash I would have potentially fought it out. Not too sure though. I'm gonna take a pair of boots. And honestly, into their comp, I'm actually going to go for the Merc Treads. And it was actually just bad decision making of me to go for my blue buff. But yeah. So instead, we're just going to go for the red buff. It should definitely be up. The Rammus is ganking top lane, and my Nasus is out of mana. Hopefully, he does survive the gank. We're going to try and get a bit more pressure onto the map. When you're playing KHA'ZIX, guys, you don't have to worry too much about farming. You should just be farming kills. The general ideology of like jungling, especially in low elo, is just gank. Now, the Nico is literally just going to get one shot by me there. Like, honestly, I knew it was the Nico because the Rammus was topside, but Nico was level 5. She's 2-4. She's going to have a very hard time trying to kill me. I just one-shot her, so no problem. I'm going to take a path around this way so we don't get spotted by the ward that was just placed, so we can actually invade for his wolves as well. The Yasuo is missing. We have to hold our E. A mistake that low elo like KHA'ZIX players use is they use their E. Low elo KHA'ZIX players do is that they use their E to like do damage to jungle camps when obviously that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Going to head on over to the mid lane for a gank. Very unfortunate. Yeah, so died. Twisted Fate dies. I'm just going to jump out of there because I want to collect this wave. It's unfortunate my Twisted Fate is feeding a tiny bit. But it is fine. Honestly, because I should be just one-shotting him later in the game. Now, honestly, it's bad of me to have just gone to these raptors. Just gonna blue smite him, get him out of here, so we can defend Twisted Fate's tower. Very, very nice. We're just gonna sequence up, and he says thank you. Nice. Now, at this point in the game, I want to catch up in the XP that I lost, of course, from just permanently ganking. Obviously, catch up XP is very, very good. Patch. So we're going to be leveling up very fast if we're behind, which we kind of are, I believe. I'm not too sure. I wonder if he can gold card this. Thank you so much. I really appreciate when people do that for me. And we're just going to recall here. We have enough for Duskblade. Actually, it looks like Kennen is gankable over here. So we're going to walk up the lane. Hopefully I'm not warded. It looks like I'm not. I'm just going to literally ult in here. Doesn't matter if I even have to burn flash, but he should just die. There we go. Just 1, 2, and he just gets one shot by the cannon. By the KHA'ZIX, sorry. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to head on over to the Rift Herald. We should be fine to do this. We do have top prio, and looks like we have mid prio now as well. And the jungler just path from top side towards the bot side because the dragon is spawning soon. If you guys didn't know, statistically, the team who gets the first Rift Herald has a 60% chance of winning the game, so make sure you guys prioritize the Rift Herald early. Obviously, the early dragons are nice, but it is a bit of a bait, especially for lower elo players. So yeah, I'm not going to smite this because I still want to be able to contest the dragon, and I take it fast enough anyways. KHA'ZIX is really good at taking the isolated objectives. Here we go, I'm going to take the Duskblade, Merc Treads, and we're going to buy another longsword. The second item I'm going to be building this game is the Edge of Night. I'm not a fan of the Collector. I think it's not a great item on KHA'ZIX at all, so I'm not going to be building that. Now it looks like Rammus is piling over to his top side. I think his team would be pinging him to come and take the dragon instead, which would be a good choice. But obviously I do have vision of this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get the vision here. And I'm not sure if they're going to stop it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hop over the wall. Steal it. Oh, I was going to try and steal it, but luckily I do have E to just get back over the wall. But it's just really unfortunate that I didn't get the dragon there. It would have been nice. There was basically no risk of me making that play either, but perfect world, I would have stolen it and gotten out as well, but it's okay. Just a bit of waste of time. Obviously you don't want to be wasting time, but that's exactly what that was. Now plates are going down soon. I'm gonna go and gank out this Yasuo. Just gonna jump onto him with the blue smite, keep auto attacking, and we basically just completely shred him with a perfectly executed combo. We start off the combo with an auto attack for the slow because of KHA'ZIX passive. And we're doing really good this game, guys. 6-0-2. Our farm is still great, not great, but it doesn't really matter too much, especially in low elo. It's more of the tilt that KHA'ZIX gives to enemy players. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to sit in this bush because the Rammer should be pathing up this way. He did dragon, he probably went scuttle crab, and then he pathed up. Gonna sit in this pit here. Now I am taunted, there's no problem with that. He does burn flash. I should be able to just kill him with the flash burnt like that, and we get out because of the Dustwave passive makes us invisible. We just did kill Rammus and we burned his flash. Very, very nice. I'm currently 7-0-2, not looking too shabby at all. Gonna head down. Our blue buff has finally respawned, so we should be able to take that. We currently have 4 out of 5 Ravenous Hunter stacks. I'm pretty sure I haven't killed the Lucian yet this game, so I have to kill the Lucian for the last Ravenous Hunter stack. Remember guys, if you're taking these runes, make sure you're trying your best to stack them. All you need to stack Ravenous Hunter And honestly, it's just that easy. There we go, finally finished our Ravenous Hunter page. Very, very nice. We're going to be getting the maximum Omnivamp possible from that. And for some reason my bot lane is just randomly invading the blue buff and dying. So obviously in low elo, people are just going to be like inting away their lives, they don't want to live. It doesn't matter too much. We're going to take E-Evolve this game. Just because we're smurfing. Just going to jump over this wall and defend the tower. I do miss the cannon, of course. I mean, I've never been good at hitting these cannons in the first place anyways. So there we go, 2.1k gold. We're going to be buying the Edge of Night as soon as possible. And then the next item we're going to be buying is the Lord Dominic's Regards, because this player is really tanky already. I can almost not, like, kill him at all. So we're going to buy another longsword, why not? And hopefully my Samira doesn't start taxing my camps. Can we not? So, just gotta put the low elo player in his place. Remember guys, if you're the win condition, take everything. If I was at Samira, I'd be taking those raptors as well. But I know that I can carry with it. And she obviously can't. So, the camps are much better on me. Looks like the Rammus is heading, he does have his red buff actually. But what I want to do is I want to try and cheese him if possible. Jump over this wall. Blue smite him. And wow, that champion is so fast. I almost did end up killing him. Unfortunate that I didn't, but it is what it is. And looks like Samir actually does end up getting a kill finally. Onto the enemy Nico. I'm 8-0-2. I want to push this lead, this advantage a bit further. Just gonna start taking all these camps if possible. There's a little skirmish, little fight breaking out in the mid lane. If I can clean up this fight, it would be really nice. Gonna take advantage of how their enemy is positioning. And we're just gonna take that tower. Just gonna keep pushing mid lane. Remember guys, after 15 minutes in low elo, the game just becomes ARAM. I am aware side laning isn't the greatest in low elo. We're just going to go and make a play for the Mountain Drake, because this will put us closer to Sol. I mean, theoretically, we shouldn't be letting the game get that far into the game anyways. We shouldn't, like, especially in low elo, we should be letting the game get to Sol, because from then on, it's just a coin flip, but it is what it is. Just going to take the smite here. Okay, we're going to kill the Yasuo first. We get the Dustblade passive, so we just go invisible. We have our E reset as well, because we did take the E evolve. If you guys are playing KHA'ZIX, I'd recommend just taking the W evolve after hitting level 11. It's much more consistent, I would say. And we're just going to hover here for if a enemy steps out of line. For example, this Lucian is out of line. And there we go. 2 kills onto me. Very, very nicely done indeed. We're going to go and take the blue buff. Enemy team did almost all die. I would have gone for Rift Herald. Unfortunately, we can't take it fast enough. It'll probably despawn by the time I get there and start it up. It's just going to go here instead. Just going to hop this wall. We're going to take all the farm possible. Push these lanes, put a bit more pressure onto the map than we would have. And we are sitting on 2.7k gold, so obviously we're just going to recall here. Going to buy the Edge of Night, and the next item we're going to be buying is the Lord Dom's Regards. So I prefer it over Serelda's. Trust me, this item is better than Serelda's in almost every single way. I'm sorry if my screen just did go blank there. And as always guys, low elo things, your teammate's just going to be feeding off their nuts. But it's okay. Stuff like that is going to happen all the time. And you need to compensate for that by carrying even harder. I'm going to tilt their cannon a bit more. Obviously the cannon is not their win condition, like remotely even. But we can just one-shot him, so might as well. Smite him so we can proc electrocute, and then one more auto attack. I don't think we had to blue smite him. I don't think there's any like situation in which he would have escaped that. You know, point mate. Looks like the Rammus did just use his Q on the wave here. So we're going to try and punish the mistake that he just made. And unfortunately I'm pink warded over here. Now I do have Lord Dom's regards now, so I do have enough armor pen to be able to kill this Rammus, even though he is building full armor. Though I do prefer to finish the entire item first. And look, my team is just feeding, honestly. It's a bit tilting that my team is playing like this, but obviously I do expect it when I go into these games. You just have to carry a bit harder. Not sure why my Samira is AFK in this bush, but obviously AFKing is something that happens quite often in the seal as well. I don't mind just using my ult like that, because honestly if the Lucian stayed, he would have died. I think we can actually just kill him anyways. He burns both sums as well. I don't think he can cut us out, because every time he auto attacks I just get that little bit closer to him. Yeah, that's basically it. Their team did kill my Nasus again. Somehow Nasus is dying quite a lot more often than I would expect. Someone's been here recently. I believe the Rammus is going to be near here somewhere. Oh wait, no, they just killed my Nasus. My bad, sorry. Just bad map reading. I'm not sure who took the honey fruit then. It looks like there's someone over the wall who wants to die. Should be able to just kill him with a W. And Sona ends up taking the kill. Doesn't really matter too much. Doesn't bother me. I am fed enough, and I don't think the Nico is worth like anything at all. I'm gonna head on over here, try and kill the Yasuo finally. And there we go, I am legendary. And there we go, double kill for me. Honestly, at this point, KHA'ZIX is just gonna be one-shotting everything. It's just as simple as that. And hopefully Rammus comes through. And there we go, Nasus ends up getting the kill, which is all the better for us, honestly. Doesn't even matter that we're doing this on a ward, in my opinion. And there we go, we're going to recall. Next item we're buying is, into their comp, probably a Serpent's Fang. And the reason for that is because of Yasuo's shield that he gets. The Serpent's Fang is also a very cost-effective item just in general, so obviously that's a good one to buy. Typically I wouldn't buy Serpent's Fang. I'm actually like not too big of a fan of the item. I would usually go Death Stance or more of Malmortius there at this point, but I don't really see any real big threats on their team other than Yasuo, and the Serpent's Fang should just be able to deal with that. And look, my team is, despite me carrying, still getting aced. Repeatedly. We should just be free to just push this out, honestly. Okay, there's one kill. I'm gonna take the R evolve here. I don't think the W evolve is gonna offer me much, especially with so many unstoppable champions. I do get Rammus ulted, and somehow he is out damaging me, so I do need to run away from this guy. He's doing so much damage. Oh my gosh. To be honest, I don't think that's very fair. Yeah, he's 3 levels underneath me, but he can 1v1 me. Somehow I just find that incredible, but whatever. I guess Rammus is just the best champion in the game right now. The way that we should be able to close out this game is just by grabbing Baron and ending, but look at my team, guys. Come on. How is this winnable? I feel bad for the people who are stuck in this elo who are like genuinely playing decently. Because I feel like if you play good, your team just like plays worse, just to like compensate, just to make the team feel better. And obviously, look, like, just take a look at what my Nasus is doing. This is just like, if you did this in any other elo, you'd probably just get like permanently banned for your team. And somehow they end up killing the Nasus there. I'm actually like astounded at how that happened. And their cannon is on a killing spree. Man, guys, I honestly don't have a clue. I don't know what this Nasus is talking about either. Apparently we're not getting objectives, even though we did get Rift Herald and 3 dragons on top of that. And it looks like their team is A-ramming, so I'm just going to take tower instead. We shred towers, do a lot of damage. And honestly, like, if anyone comes to contest me, they either die or I can just get out no matter what. Now, I don't think they're really looking at their maps too much, so we're just chilling. Just going to go invisible. Get out of that. One-shot dilution and we should be out. There we go. Very, very nice indeed. At this point, it's like, it's just a matter of just one-shotting the right targets and punishing mispositioning. Honestly, you do have enough damage to just kill anyone on the map, except Rammus, I guess. I guess Rammus is just the best champion in the entire game, but you know, it's alright. Ended up taking this tier 2 tower. I'm going to be going for the mountain dragon soon. Just going to push out these lanes as well. Now this is the Nico, so we shouldn't be too worried. I'm just going to wait for this thing to spawn. Rammus should come and face check this bush, and there we go. That, I guess, is how you counter Rammus, guys. There we go. The Nico also ends up getting punished for mispositioning by the Samira. And honestly, at this point in the game, I don't even think we need to go for the dragon. I think we're just able to end the game. Unless Kennen gets a massive ult off here somehow. And I think we're fine. Now we do have Serpent's Fang, so we should be fine. And we end up living and wiping the entire enemy team. We also get Mountain Soul, guys. So we're just going to start shredding these towers down. I do have to get out of here very soon, unless I can Omni Vamp off these minions. Doesn't look like I'm getting much Vamp off them at all. Just going to go for the inhib, and at this point we just have to run away. Because obviously we can just play for Baron if we really need to. Gonna recall. Sitting on 3k gold. Last item we're gonna go get this game is Guardian Angel, so we're taking less damage from Yasuo in general, and also we get a second life, so in case we make it in play, we could just get revived as well. This is a very threatening looking KHA'ZIX indeed. Look, I have Edge of Night and Guardian Angel. Come on guys, what can you do against this? There's basically no counterplay. Now obviously I can't battle. The Rammus 1v1. Uh-oh. I might have just made an int play. And there we go. That's why we buy the Guardian Angel, guys. I'm gonna go around. I'm not sure if my Twist of Fate is able to kill him. It turns out he is. There we go. Luckily we bought the Guardian Angel. We do get a second chance at living, I guess. And if this Rammus goes to ult here, I'm actually just gonna get out of the cannon ult, because the cannon ult is actually a very strong ability. And there we go. It's absolutely nuking the entire enemy team. 22 kills, 0 deaths, basically perfect game. And I think we're just inting the game at this point, guys, so should just watch out. Honestly, the optimal play that I should go for here is just taking this tower instead. I don't want to run out of mana, so I'm just going to be hitting this tower, going for the triple inhib end, because that basically guarantees us winning the game. Looks like I am out of mana, so I am going to unfortunately perish. We did end up getting the third inhibitor as well though, so they're going to have a hard time clearing these minions out. I'm going to sell the Guardian Angel instead, because obviously it's off cooldown. I'm going to buy a... I don't know what I should buy here. Perhaps I should buy a... It's either a Black Cleaver or Death Stance. I think the Death Stance is the better buy here. We have triple inhibs, as I said before. Should be fine to win this game. So I'm not too worried. None of their inhibitors are respawning too soon. We're respawning in 5 seconds. Team is still running it. Down. Pretty hard. And another wither onto the Rammus should see him dead. There we go, lots and lots of damage done. I'm gonna go for the Baron here, so we can just end the game very, very easily. Honestly, KHA'ZIX is not a great champion in the late game. He can one-shot, but he's terrible at team fighting, and these games, they're just 5v5 ARAM. Might as well queue for Howling Abyss if you want to play ranked below like Gold 4. There we go, we're just going to go for the end here, I believe. We should have no problem ending. We get double super waves. I have Serpent's Fang for the Yasuo as well. And yeah, so that's how you carry games on KHA'ZIX, guys. Punish mispositions teammates. Especially in low elo, you're going to have a lot more opportunities to just get straight up 1v1s against the enemy team. There we go. They're basically just flooded with supers. At this point, we're just going to be playing for KD8. And honestly, we should just be hitting the Nexus at this point. That's just bad of me. I shouldn't have just jumped in for the Yasuo, but honestly, we just end the game now. Yep, that's how you play KHA'ZIX, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. Builds and runes in the description below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.